Hey guys, this is Master Cog 999. Some of you may have known me from my past as Shadow Smash Bro 999. In case you haven't known, I switched the names. I did that a while ago. And I guess I never really did announce it, so here's an announcement. An annunciation. There we go. Well, poor English aside, let's take a look at Magma. Now, if you guys are long-term fans, then you might recognize him, and also, like, wow, you have been waiting a long time for a new video. I do not come out with content very regularly. This is a new camera. I've said this in a few videos, but I'm planning on uploading them all at the same time so that I can have a large influx of videos and then a long drought. That's my style if you're new here. But I plan on trying to do more regular and maybe not necessarily Bionicle related things. All that being said, here's Magma. Been a character of mine forever, and this is probably my best version of him. Oh no, he's falling. He's usually really stable because I gave him like the greatest legs ever. But, stop! His ankles are weaker than his legs. His legs are fantastic. Don't blame his legs. So, let's take a zoom out so you guys can really get the full picture. Let's zoom in. There we go. Oh my god, his arms are skinny. Yeah, they are. But, we'll get to those. Let's start out with these beautiful legs and weak ankles. Dude, you have the most glorious legs, but your ankles are the worst. Okay, so we can get them to stand. The worst part is I do have friction ankles. I just refuse to do pistons. Anyways, so yeah, we're standing him like this. He looks kind of like a beanstalk, but let's focus in on those feet. God damn, those feet. Look at this. The foot is a masterpiece. It looks great. We've got those giant toes. We've got this thing. We've got a Nika feet. We got a gear that somewhat spins. And if we can take his stupid arm out of the way. If we go up, oh my god, he has calves. He's a MOC with calves. And the calves don't seem out of place. Look at that. No. Your weak ankles. And then when we move up, we got a pretty solid thigh. All in all, I'm not sure if you're able to get this, but I am very proud of these legs. And if there's anything wrong with it... Oh no, the camera's deciding to go down on its own. But if you have anything wrong with it, that's completely fine. You're entitled to your own opinion. If you think my camera work sucks, then that's fine too, because it does. We're taking the slow shaky way back up. I don't have any way to lock this, so I'm just hoping that friction keeps the camera right. Okay, so enough about his glorious legs. Let's take a look at this torso, and goddamn this torso. I know, it's kind of holy, but I think when you really take a step back, and that's a step forward, when you take a real step back, does it look bad? Hell no. I think it looks fine. Of course, again, that's my opinion, and I'm slightly biased because this is my MOC. But overall, I think he has a nice looking torso. If we zoom in, there's a lot going on there. I could never give you guys a how-to on how to do his torso, by the way, in case you're wondering. And then we got the good old mask, and that mask I chose over the how for two reasons. One, the how is just so overused. Oh my god, it's overused. And two, this mask makes Magma look like he's super pissed. Right? Doesn't this mask always make anybody look like they're super pissed? That's what I'm kind of going for. Because the whole story about him is that this is like a part organic, part machine, which is kind of weird to think about, seeing as how that's all Bionicles that are part organic, part machine. But he lost a lot of his limbs and standard features in combat against the new Shadow. And so he's upgraded. How has he upgraded if he has these tiny little arms? Well, these arms are just for utility, right? For grabbing stuff and messing with it. When he wants to get into a fight, then we've got these back here, and these fold down. And then, through a linking process, they can, if I can do this with just, there we go. Boom. Flame wrist. He can then go into combat with flames on his wrists, and now his arms look beefier. And I think that's a pretty good feature. And yes, I did. This feature was kind of inspired by, you know, the General Grievous thing, but I didn't want him to have 4 arms. I wanted him to have utility arms and then combat arms that came together to do combat arms even better. And I think it looks good. When we now look at him, if I can get him into an action pose, this is one I love to do. And I don't know, I don't feel like you can get the full effect of the action pose unless you go down. But yeah, so if we can get this camera to go back up. I like this MOC. Again, not a super flushed out backstory. I'm not doing those yet with these new MOCs just because I already spend so much time building them. Putting a story on top of it takes up so much. But if I put his arms to the side, there are some disconnection issues. I think he's a fine MOC. Doesn't have a whole lot of play value, but that's not what I'm building for. Now, size-wise, in size comparisons, he is probably my widest MOC. Especially compared to his height. I think he's very stocky. And yes, I do have the water bottle for size comparisons. As you can see, he's only a little bit taller than the water bottle. If we take in Plasm, right? Will Plasm even come into frame? Yes, he will. So yeah, he's still a big MOC. And then we gotta put Shadow in here somewhere because Shadow's my largest MOC. And as you can see, they're pretty similar height. Oh no! We're getting a better view of everything. Place the water bottle back. Oh no, forced perspective makes the water bottle look large. Anyways, this is, you know, my new Magma. I like them, and, you know, if you like them, feel free to share it. If you don't like them, feel free to leave a dislike and tell us why you don't like them. Either way, this has been MasterCog999, signing off.